Analyze how the writer uses language and structure to present the character of Edward Eggleton in the opening chapter. Right, let's break this answer down step by step. The writer immediately establishes Edward Eggleton as a highly eccentric and unconventional character through their vivid descriptive language. We are told he is not a typical science teacher, but rather a whirlwind of eccentricity. This use of vivid, almost hyperbolic language paints a lively and memorable picture of his quirky persona. The description of his appearance further reinforces this. His tweed jacket and bow tie, along with his spectacles that seem to have a mind of their own, create a comical, almost cartoon-like visual. The simile of his hair standing rebelliously against the laws of gravity is particularly effective, personifying his unruly appearance and suggesting an element of disorder or unpredictability. The writer also uses humorous, playful language when describing Edward's experiments, such as the bubbling beakers and whirring gadgets in his classroom, and his attempt to invent a shampoo that doubled as a hair growth serum and a breakfast smoothie. This light-hearted, almost absurdist tone helps to establish Edward as an eccentric, imaginative character who is not bound by conventional thinking. The structure of the opening chapter also works to introduce and develop the character of Edward Eggleton. The chapter begins with a direct statement that he is not a typical science teacher, immediately setting him apart from the norm and piquing the reader's curiosity. The narrative then shifts into a more detailed, almost whimsical description of Edward's appearance and quirks, building up a vivid picture of his unique personality. This is followed by a focus on his fascination with the wonders of transformation, which foreshadows the central event of the chapter, his accidental transformation into a dog. The climactic moment where Edward presses the "do not press" button and undergoes his metamorphosis is structured as a dramatic, almost cinematic sequence, with the kaleidoscope of flashing lights and peculiar noises building a sense of tension and anticipation. The reveal of Edward as a mini schnauzer is then delivered with a comedic punch, the writer playing with the reader's expectations. Overall, the language and structural choices work together to establish Edward Eggleton as a highly memorable, eccentric protagonist whose adventures promise to be both fantastical and humorous. The vivid descriptions, playful tone, and narrative build-up all contribute to creating a compelling central character that the reader is eager to follow on his unconventional journey.